Good evening, it's July 3rd, and tonight is my busy night. Got Hell's Kitchen, MasterChef, and America's Got Talent to look through. So here's my recap of Hell's Kitchen, so I will be spoiling it, just so you know. Okay, so we left off last night where Kimmy had a burn, and it looked like she wouldn't get to go back in the kitchen, but that was Hell's Kitchen's dramatics. Kimmy was fine. The medic fixed up her fingers, and she was back on the meat station. So if you remember, it's steak night / family night. So there's kids in the office, in the restaurant, and they are itching to have some food. So we've got Justin's steak dish that he did really well with yesterday is on the menu, and the kids' menu is also up, plus every kid gets a mini pizza. So we started off with Clemenza throwing pizza dough in the air, and the kids thought that was great. So let's start with the red team. So many problems with the red team tonight because the girls have gone catty. This is why most of my friends are guys, because you can just see the female dynamics play out in the red team. We got Tiffany hating on Barbie, but Tiffany was the one that made the mistakes tonight. She burnt the pizza, and Barbie had to fix it. Tiffany doesn't care about stuff, so she's making these, I'm going to call them mini pancakes, but they were called like bellinis or something, which is a drink, but I don't know. They were tiny little pancake thingies, and Tiffany didn't care. She made all hers like all different sizes. Come on! You want to be in Gordon Ramsay's kitchens, and you're going to make things that don't even look the same, and he caught that right away. He was mad. So that was, and then later on, Tiffany threw a fit and yelled at Barbie across the kitchen, and she swore, even though it's kids' night, like with the kids right there's no glass or anything covering it or keeping your voices in. See, what else was horrible on the red team? Robin and Kimmy's hate-love relationship continued. Robin and Kimmy, okay, so I think Robin was on the fish and Kimmy was on the meat. And for some reason, their counts were really off. So Robin got caught with very dry fish and apparently lied to Chef Ramsay about how long it had been out of the oven. And then got mad because Kimmy had said it was a minute, and then she went up with a minute, and then she waited because Christina needed help. I don't know. I feel they're both to blame. I mean, I don't think Kimmy was communicating with Robin accurately, and I think Robin always throws everyone else under the bus that it's their fault and not hers. So Robin was also doing the hanger steak, and she cut it badly, didn't cook it properly, and then the Red Kitchen imploded, and Chef Ramsay kicked them all out, and they went upstairs. This was actually just after he'd sent the Blue Kit team in to help them. And they were all like, you don't need any help. Get off my station. I'm like, you people need serious help. The only one who didn't yell that night was Dana. And Christina's just trying to keep from the whole thing from exploding. So they're all upstairs, and it was like round 3 for Kimmy and Robin. They were in each other's faces, yelling, profanities everywhere. And I was talking to my husband, and he's like, they got to send one of those two home because it's just so toxic in there. Like, either send split up Tiffany and Barbie or split up Robin and Kimmy, because once female rage goes like that, there's really no getting back from it, especially in the short span of this show. All right, on the boys' side, the blue team, everyone was pretty much doing okay. All right, we saw Brian making little voices while he was making those small pancakes, and then he had to remake them because they were too small. And he talks to himself in, like, I don't know if it's Spanish or Italian, but he speaks to the kitchen in this language, and they don't know what he's saying. He's a little odd. Patrick seems to have a lot of stress on his shoulders. he didn't sear the steaks properly the first time, then he went back and he did. But then later he got kicked out of the kitchen for a minute because he got the counts wrong on how many fillets and fish were needed, and Chef Ramsay got mad and kicked him out to think. And then later Patrick was just booted out of the kitchen, followed shortly by Royce, whose obnoxious behavior really gets him out anyway. He's like, I can cook steaks so great, and then he sends one up that's raw. Bye, Royce. So, in the end, the blue team was left with Brian Clemenza and, oh, who's the other one? I should know this. I can't think of who the other person is. Anyway, there were 3 guys left in the kitchen, and Justin, and they were sent over to help the red team, and I already told you what happened there. And then, so I was under the impression, and so was the blue team, that the red team had clearly lost tonight. But Chef Ramsay throws a little loophole in. You both lost, he says. Go up and nominate 2 people. What? The blue team should not have lost tonight. I'm sorry. They did not. The red team was out of control. So, they go up and discuss it. Blue team nominates Patrick and Royce, and the red team nominates Tiffany and Robin, mostly because Tiffany sunk the appetizers and doesn't seem to care about anything. So Tiffany and Royce end up saved, although Barbie shakes her head, and Chef Ramsay's like, what's your problem, Barbie? And she's like, Tiffany doesn't care about anything. She just doesn't care. And he says to Tiffany, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you care? And she says 9. What? Shouldn't you say, like, a 20, Chef? I care so much. It's more than 10. No, she's like, 9. Like, what? Anyway, Robin goes, I'd rather be on the blue team. You know, I have so much to give. But I can't work with the red team. They're all horrible. So, in the end, Chef Ramsay kicks Patrick out because Patrick just didn't live up to Chef Ramsay's expectations and felt he was moving too slowly. And then, it sounds like he's going to get rid of Robin, but he puts Robin on the blue team. So next week we will see if Robin can actually hack it on the blue team, whether any team makes a difference for her, or if she just likes complaining. So that's basically what Chef Ramsay said anyway. So that's it. There was the usual dramatic montage of what might happen next week. And it'll be the most dramatic Hell's Kitchen ever. They always say that at the end of every episode. So till next week, bye.